Well, there's nothing standing between us and KOF 15 except for a couple of weeks. That's it. Couple weeks. All the characters on the roster present and accounted for, the main roster that is, unless of course we still have that unlockable final boss up there in the upper right hand corner of the select screen, which I do think, yeah, unlockable final boss. I don't have a prediction, so don't ask me. But with everyone here being present and accounted for, what are my thoughts about the roster? Well, you probably peeped the title and thinking that, oh my god, here comes somebody hating, it's another KOF 15 doubter. First of all, which means shut it, okay? I don't know what has been going on lately, but it's like almost every time somebody could be a KOF superfan, somebody that played both betas and is gonna get the game, they critique one little thing about KOF 15 and all of a sudden they're a KOF 15 doubter. Honestly, y'all need to chill, all right? What doubter is throwing money at something that they have just a tiny freaking grievance about? Come on now. Anyways, if you want my thoughts about the roster, it's fine. It's a fine roster.
But how is that bad, huh?
Hey, it's anti-me. Where have you been? It's been a minute since you popped up in one of my videos and accused me of hating on this game, even though I was really praising it much more than I was bashing it. How have you been?
Just shut up and keep talking.
Whoa there, man. Let me remind you, you are in my realm, okay? I can destroy you with a word. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, why is the roster being fine a bad thing? Well, let me answer that with 3 words.
Shatter all expectations.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like this slogan kind of bit KOF 15 in the bum, honestly. Because if the goal was to shatter all expectations, they've already failed because this roster is not a shatter all expectations roster. It's just fine.
Oh, here we go again.
And what is your grievance now?
You're taking the slogan out of context.
How so?
They put 2 new characters in here. What do you think about that?
I kinda predicted this in a video that I did a while ago.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, right. You only pop up when it's convenient for you to throw salt at me, of course.
But they brought back Chizuru and Team Orochi and Ash Crimson and Elizabeth and even K49. What do you gotta say about that?
Out of all those characters you named, it's only really Cronin 49 that shattered expectations because SNK spent years telling us he wasn't gonna be in a game anymore. All of those other characters, most people would have seen coming. The only people that would have had their expectations shattered by those other characters you mentioned is if they don't care about lore, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy talking about the intricacies of character designs and backstories and just fighting game storylines in general, but let's all be honest with ourselves. How many people are picking up fighting games for the sake of the storyline? The answer to that question is not that many. People want to get in and beat people up. That's it. That's mostly it.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. You're such a hypocrite. You spent all this time freaking thirsting over Shermie, and now you're saying she's not expectation shattering? You're a hypocrite.
Yeah, Shermie shattered all expectations because she totally wasn't in SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy, a game that, while it might sound crazy, has been confirmed to be canon. Yeah. That was expectation shattering. Whatever, dude. And don't get it twisted, I'm happy that Chizuru and Team Orochi, Ash, and Elizabeth are back. I like that. But all these characters are not expectation shattering surprises.
But people have wanted Ash and all these characters back for a while. You see there? You all sit there and complain about not getting certain characters back, and then you cry and whine when you still get them. What kind of roster were you expecting?
I was expecting for my expectations to be shattered. Like, let me give you an example. KOF 11, in my opinion, was the last KOF game where SNK took risks with its roster and it paid off. Look at some of the characters that we got in that game. Duck King got on the roster after just being a striker back in 2000. We had Momoko, we had Marlene, a freaking Garu team was on there. Hotaru was on the PS2 version. We even had Bariki 1 and Savage Rain characters. And even a character like Eiji came back after being battered by Iori. The 15 roster, like I said, it's a fine roster, but at the same time, SNK just played it too safe for such an expectation-shattering game.
Yeah, but it's better safe than sorry. You should know that.
I mean, that's cool and all, but...
Wah, keep on crying there, just like you did when you dissed Shune's trailer.
Are you still mad about that?
Yes, I am, because you said he was boring and you could have done without him on this roster.
I actually had a lot of fun playing Shune when the beta had came out. That was Maxima I was talking about. What's the matter?
How dare you talk about my precious Robo-Man? How dare you? I knew you were full of it.
God, shut up! Anyways, overall, the roster for KOF 15 is solid.
Hold it! Why are you complaining about the roster? We haven't even gotten the DLC or the final boss yet.
And so, we're probably not gonna see any of that DLC for a while now.
You're taking Shatter All Expectations out of context.
Oh, really now? Do explain, please.
When they were talking about Shatter All Expectations, they were talking about the DLC.
You gotta be joking me, man. KOF 15 is basically a whole nother game, not some big fat KOF 14 update.
Yeah, but why you gotta be such a doubter and a hater, man? I love this game, and you gotta always come with negativity.
Where were you when I praised almost every other trailer after Shune's? Where were you?
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Why don't you just do something different and say something nice about the roster for once?
I literally said it's a fine roster.
No, say something else.
Oh my god. Anyways, credit where credit's due, some of the team shakeups were actually really good. Even though I wanted Gen Chanrei to team up with Shune and Meitsun-kun, Benimaru is not a bad choice for them. I like the fact the Sacred Treasures came back. Team Secret Agent was a big surprise, and I'm hoping they really play into that storyline. Team GAW was cool too, and Kula leaving the K-Dash team was actually a nice change in pace, although my opinions about this storyline are really just riding on whatever in the world it is that K-Dash and Kula are fighting over, and it seems like, according to the story, that Kula also incriminated Maxima, so I'ma leave that alone. On top of that, SNK brought over a decent portion of the DLC from the previous game to this game's main roster, because if you don't know, I hate when the same characters are DLC in back-to-back fighting games, and I've heard the murmurings about the leak, but shh. And also, new moves. I like the fact that a lot of newer characters got some new moves. I like that a whole bunch. Some of them are hits, and some of them are misses. But for the most part, they're awesome.
See? Again, making fun of Shune once again. What's your problem with him?
That freaking climax is anticlimactic.
But it's a reference to the manga.
You know they didn't bring everything over from the manga, right?
Yeah, well,
Anyways, I'm done talking about the climax. Clearly that climax is here to stay, and there's nothing that I can say that can do anything. But yeah, again, the KOF 15 roster, it's fine, but SNK kinda oversold it for me, because when you say shatter all expectations, I'm expecting like this to be unlike any other previous KOF game. And before anybody says it, I know it's just a slogan. It's something new that SNK can print on some merch and some t-shirts and sell to people. I get it, but sheesh, man, at least try to live up somewhat to this slogan. Even the gameplay itself is not anything expectation shattering. I do like it more than 14 though. Like 14's a nice game, but unfortunately I just did not like max mode locked EX moves. I like the fact we're not bound to that anymore. Thank goodness. And I'm honestly still looking forward to the story mode. I can't wait to see what exactly happens. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on. The way they've hyped up the story with the team stories and the character bios and the interviews, they've done a good job. I still can't wait. But unfortunately, this is just one gripe that I have with the KOF roster. That's it. I'm still looking forward to the game, and I'm still a fan. You heard me. You got something to say?
I was talking to myself.
Whatever, man. Anyway, those are my thoughts. What do you think of the roster? Are you fine with it? Do you think SNK played it a little too safe? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, this is Grizzled signing off. Y'all take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Jumanji.
Jumanji? What does that mean?
None of your damn business.